All right, lovelies, it is time to change seasons. Not fall, not fall. Evidently, we're mostly skipping right past fall, and it's time for brands to start vomiting their holiday releases. What a way to start an intro. If we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Today is going to be my Will I Buy It, or what I like to call my splurge, stock, or save, where I will tell you if I'm going to splurge and buy it full price, if I'm going to stock the site for a great sale, or if I'm going to save my money altogether and pass. And yes, I am wearing two different eye looks today. This video has already gone up, featuring the Gourmand Girls Spooked palette. Yes, I have it in my hot little hand. Thank you so much, Gourmand Girls, for sending that one over to me. So if you do want to see how I got these two looks and all of my thoughts on the palette, that video will be linked down below. But today we are going to be talking about all of the other new releases and my thoughts on them. And like I said, it is holiday time. I mean, it's not really. Good God, it is still September, but brands are already showing their holiday releases. It's a lot. It's a lot. Could we just wait until October? That's all I ask. Could we just wait until October? I really want there to be more fall releases. We do have a couple great ones in here that I'll be talking about, but yeah, it's starting to get holiday crazy. So we're going to dive right in. I am going to start on Trendstopia. I'm really just looking through two accounts today. I'm going to be going through Trendstopia and Trendmood 1. So let's go ahead and start off. So speaking of, like, you know, fall season, scary, spooky launches, let's look at this Smashbox launch. So I have to say, I mean, I can't remember the last time Smashbox did something that like caught anyone's eye, but these are cute. Now, I won't be buying anything from this collection. The lipsticks, while very fun and they look very opaque in coverage, I just don't need a lipstick right now. And also the eye creams, again, beautiful colors. Now, I do have to say, if I was going to get one, that Frankenstein shade is very cute. It's that like bright but kind of grungy teal. It's really cute. That would be the one that I would get, but I'm not going to get them. I mean, they are $22 for the shadows, $24 for the lipsticks. You all know that I already have a bunch of cream shadows, so I won't be getting any of these, but I do think that the launch looks cute. Now, I will say, if there are still some of these left and they end up going on sale, like truly, this is something that I could see in the sale section at an online retailer in, like, you know, November. I could see it being in the sale section, or maybe in December. So I would consider stocking and getting the teal one on sale. I mean, the aubergine one, like the deep dark one, that's more like the brighted Chucky shade, that is really pretty too. I just feel like I have something similar to that, but I don't have something similar to the Frankenstein shade. So possibly a stock, but it would have to be like honestly 50% off. Now let's take a look here at something I'm definitely saving. This is the new Tarte Shape Tape Cream Foundation. There is just something about, like, honestly, right away, I just think heavy, cakey, itchy. I don't know why. I don't know why, but right away, I just thought like heavy and cakey. So what Tarte says is that it's a semi-solid gel formula with licorice root and mushroom extract plus hyaluronic acid and prickly pear to simplify your skincare routine. Okay, do not skip your skincare to slather on cream foundation. No, that's a big no right there. So this also says it's a matte finish with a bouncy texture. I don't know, this just does not tempt me at all. It is a QVC exclusive, which, you know, I don't know if that means that they think it's not gonna sell very well, or maybe they're just starting it over there to see how it sells. It's $45. In a compact, there's not gonna be a lot of product. I feel like that's very unnecessary. Okay, so moving into, let's see here. All right, should we talk about it? Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it right now. Let's talk about the Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana collection. I know a lot of content creators who have specifically done videos just on the release of these, like just a video talking about their excitement. I think mostly it's people that have been really excited about this launch. Okay, so the palette. Now, to start off, I will say that I have both of the other Mothership Mega palettes. I do enjoy them. I probably don't pull them out as much as I should, but honestly, that's just because I have way too much makeup. Let's be real. So I will say, I am very excited for Pat McGrath lovers who also love a lot of color, specifically like blues and purples, I'm very excited because I do think that this is going to be a cute palette for those people. I'm not a blue or purple lover. It's just not something that I need a lot of. Like, I'm never like, man, I just wish I had a purple. So I do think that there are a couple other interesting shades in here, but honestly, most of this, like what draws me in is that green, and then there's like the more like poppy red or like poppy pinky red. But all in all, this is kind of, when you strip away the couple other colors, it is just more of what Pat always gives us. Now that being said, I think that these palettes are great quality. Like, I love both of the other ones. I think that they are a lot of fun. It's a great way to have a beautiful range of colors in a palette that, in my opinion, is still not like ginormous. So first, I'm going to wait to see real people swatches, because we all know what Pat McGrath launches as far as the promo shots. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sorry, Pat, but so I'm going to wait to see real people swatches. I'm also going to wait for a sale. So whether it is the VIB Rouge sale or it's one of the millions of sales that Pat McGrath has been known to have recently, does that mean that I might miss out on this palette and it might completely go out of stock? Yes. Am I willing to take that risk? As of now, Kelly on, what day is today? Kelly on September 20th says yes. I'm willing to take that risk. I will say, surprisingly, I am kind of interested in the Quince, more so the like rosy one. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Now, it says that these palettes have a new formula in them, so that's kind of intriguing. I don't know that it's intriguing enough for me to buy a 5-pan. Honestly, the only time that I ever grab for a 5-pan is if I'm like traveling overnight and I just need something really quick. So I probably won't get that. The lipsticks, so they are matte lipsticks already. That's a no for me. The colors look pretty, but it's still a no for me. So the blushes, it does look like Nude Venus 2. That is a new blush. I just don't need it. I don't need the highlighter. I'm still unsure. I am not like a Pat McGrath stan by any means. I'm kind of like a baby fan. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not in the know, but I don't know if this is a re-release of a highlighter formula or a highlighter shade or not. I just don't need another highlighter. I just got the Natasha Denona face palette. By the way, if you do want to see my thoughts on that palette and the eye palette, the eye and the face palette, I will have that video linked as well, because I just recently popped that one up and I have tons of comparison swatches of the eyeshadow palette. But I don't need another highlighter, like ever, but I definitely don't need one right now, which is also the reason why I won't be getting the Blush and Glow cheek palettes. Now, I will say, I don't see prices here, but I do think if they are smaller pans and they're a decent price, I think it's a great way to be able to get, if you need some more blush shades, it's a great way to get Pat's formula. I like the blushes. I received 2 through the Influencer program and I really like them. I don't like them enough to like run out and buy more full price. I also have a lot of blush. I also think it's cool that there's a highlighter in here. However, if it's more like the highlighter formula that is in this, I show you my finger and not the pan. So I bought this one on sale. I bought it on like deeply discounted sale. I'm very glad to have this. I do like this highlighter. It's very pretty, but I don't think that it's anything like the other formula that comes in the big daddies. So if it's more like that formula, I wouldn't really want that anyway. I just prefer the Sublime Skin highlighter formula. That's that like creamy gelée type feel. The mascara. So these colors look fun. I mean, everybody loves a good blue mascara. And then you have the pink, which is kind of like pink eye. I don't know. I'm curious to see someone pull that off. But then the teal I think is really cute. However, they are, how much? I don't see prices again. I'm assuming like around the price of an average Pat McGrath mascara. And for how often I wear colored mascaras, I'm just gonna go drugstore. I'm just gonna go drugstore. So right now, it's a no for me. It's a no with a possible intrigue in the Mega Palette and curiosity over the Quince, but I know that I'm not gonna get one. So that is where I stand with that. Moving on, I just wanted to take a moment to note that M Cosmetics is kind of revamping their Color Drop Serum blushes. Now, I really did like these. I did a review on them shortly after they had come out. I have a few shades. I do like it, but I prefer to wear them in the winter when my skin is really dry, because it's a very like emollient, like almost slightly oily, not oily, but like it's very, very liquidy, and it definitely has that like sheen to it. Now, it says that they have revamped the formula, but they've also revamped the packaging, and that's what really, really needed to happen, y'all. That dropper, it was a joke. Like, it was really hard to get the product out. So it doesn't say what they changed about the formula. It says that they're still youthful, dewy finish, but I'm hoping that the packaging is better. So I'm not gonna run out and buy any. Like, I still have those ones to use, but I did want to note that they have changed that. Here is something that really intrigues me. I love the Pharmacy Green Clean. They have a holiday set coming out. So this set includes 3 limited edition winter fruit scented flavors. This is $46, and there's Blueberry Burst, Tangerine Twist, and Pear Punch in it. Oh, I think it might have been my last video like this. I was talking about the new scents that had come out, and I have another cleansing balm. I have another cleansing balm to get through. I still have some Pharmacy Green Clean, the original one, to get through, so I probably won't be buying these, but if you're in the market, this might be a nice one to pick up. I do also think that this would be really great to be able to split up for stocking stuffers. And of course, partway through the video, I realized that I've been sitting dead center. Sorry about that. All right, let's start talking about holiday releases. And like I said, brands just start spewing out all sorts of holiday releases, and this brand right here, I think, is the worst culprit of them all, and that is Too Faced. Y'all, look at this plethora. I can't even count. What do we even have here? Like, literally, the scroll down is like my whole page on my phone just to talk about the palettes and everything. So you have the I Want Candy palette. No. And then you have the Christmas Bake Shop palette set, which honestly has 3 palettes in it that look 75% the same in each single palette. Like, the only time I would ever buy this is to split it up and put into gifts. And that would be for people who really wear very basic and don't have high standards. Can I just say that? Like, I'm sorry, Too Faced eyeshadows, like, I love a couple of the ones, a couple palettes that I have, I've really loved, but these holiday sets are just kind of junk. I used to be a culprit of buying the Too Faced holiday sets. I remember the one year I bought one that had, like, it was the Big Daddy set. I think it had like 2 blush palettes, or it was like a bronzer blush duo. There were 2 in there, and then there were like shadow palettes, all sorts of crazy stuff. I spent my Ulta points. It was the first time I had saved up $125 worth of Ulta points, and I cashed it in on that. Yeah, never again. So all of this, I'm just like, listen, if a brand makes this much for their holiday launch, they're just throwing things at you, hoping that you might find one that you like enough to buy. Like, and I just can't imagine that quality is going to be all that great. No, it's obviously a pass for me. I'm gonna save my money. Okay, here's one that I did splurge. I did splurge and buy the new Nomad palette. This is the Hudson Valley palette. This is fall in a palette. I mean, I know everybody's saying that, but it really is, like, they did a great job with this color story. I'm very excited to try it out. I just ordered it this morning, so I'm sure a review on that one will be coming soon. Let me know if you bought this one as well. Okay, so here is a release that I think looks really cute. I have no like brand affinity or like collab affinity, but this is between Shu Uemura and Sailor Moon. This is the Sailor Moon Pretty Garden collection. So this is the 30th year anniversary of the series, and so this is celebrating that. And I think that this, I mean, it's very pretty. Like, I don't know how you all feel about how well the vibe was represented within this collection. I think it's definitely glammed up a bit. It's not as like cutesy as some anime can be. This is more like a glammed up version, but I do really like some of the packaging. The colors are like really basic, and yeah, I don't know, but the packaging is pretty. I'm not buying any of it, but I did just want to say that I thought it was kind of cute. So, okay, these Glossy Pops. So this is obviously meant to look like a lollipop, and it's a lip gloss with, it's like a lip gloss, and then it has a lip balm, like almost like those EOS lip balms on the top. I hope the lip balm is better than the EOS lip balm, but you know, if you have someone that you're putting together a cute like Halloween gift bag or something for, that might be cute, but like $14, like, Has anybody tried Glossy Pops? Is this a thing? Like, is this like a major thing? I've never heard of it before, but no, I'm gonna pass on that. So then let's look at this Wet n Wild drop. I feel like I haven't talked about drugstore in a hot minute. So you all know that I've had a few Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes that I really, really like. I don't feel like I need either of these. The top one is giving me kind of Ursula vibes, the Zero F's Given. It's that kind of like purple and red combo, like very deep, very, you know, kind of like badass villain vibes. And then the Monday Feels is way too cool toned for my liking. I don't need that at all. And the blushes, I have to say, I like the top blush. It's very pretty. I don't need another blush. The bottom one, it looks like it's that like, ooh, it's so cool toned. If you like cool tone blushes, you might like this one. But to me, I feel like it would almost make me look like dead. It would make me look dead. Now, I will be honest, I've had such good luck with some Wet n Wild. If it was a shadow palette that had like a color story that I was into, I might snag it because it's been a while since I bought a drugstore palette. What was the last drugstore palette that you bought that you really enjoy? I would be curious to know. Okay, another palette here with all mattes. A lot of people have been talking about this one. This is the Sugar Drizzle Mattes Pressed Pigment Palette. Purples. I already talked about purples. I just don't wear them a lot. Honestly, I feel like they look good as I'm wearing purples here. I feel like they look good. Like I look okay in purples. It's just not something that I gravitate towards. So I won't be buying this one, but it is really cute for $42. Yeah, that seems like a good price for as much as you get in there, but I will not be snagging that one. Okay, I saw this and I just kind of was like, why are we still doing this? So this About Face new launch, I thought that it was going to be like shimmery shadows. I did actually pick up 2 of the About Face liquid shadows. I still have not tried them. I'm kind of rounding up a few things to do like a trying new makeup, which at this point it's trying not so new makeup, but I did get a couple of those to try out. Now this is a Vinyl Effect eye gloss. So, you know, obviously it can be used on its own and combined as a topper. I would be curious to know though, is this gonna break down? I would imagine that it's gonna break down anything that you like put it on top of. And I already have the clear one from Danessa Myricks. I won't be getting this. I really do not need it. And another mascara, like I don't know, like I am really having a hard time. I have quite a few mascaras to get through, as you know, and I don't need a mascara. I did buy the Tower 28 mascara, by the way. I think maybe I was talking about that one, but I did buy it. So that one I will be using in that trying some new / not so new makeup coming soon. Okay, these are super cute. If you like makeup erasers, I have a couple. They're okay. Like I just tend to not use them that much. But these Nightmare Before Christmas ones are super cute, and 25 bucks. I don't think that's a bad price. So very cute if you are into the movie, or if you like makeup erasers, or if you just love Halloween. I think that would be a really nice little thing to snag. I am not. Okay, here is maybe not the number 2 offender, but the number 3 offender in like holiday launches, and that is Benefit. So it looks like we have a advent calendar here. We have some other like holiday box sets. The one thing that I am slightly intrigued by, does it come in a 2-pack? If it comes in a 2-pack, I'm definitely not interested. So I'm looking at these cheek palettes. I'm not gonna get one of these, but the darker one, it has cookie in it for the highlight, and I am like the only person on the planet that doesn't have cookie highlighter. I also know that it's like a super babam highlighter, so I probably don't need it. But that Terra blush looks really pretty. I do like Hoola bronzer. I do like Hoola, especially in like the fall and winter time. I'm not getting it, but that's like the one thing. If you made me pick something, I would probably get that, but I won't be doing that. Okay, so here from Sticker Dolls. Now this is a brand that I don't believe that I've heard of before. Obviously an indie brand. They have a new palette, the Creepy Dolls palette. Okay, I mean, it does have very loose Halloween vibes going on. It's almost like a little bit more Mardi Gras to me, but the swatches here. Now I have to say I appreciate, oh, here I go again. I have to say I appreciate real swatches, but these all look fairly sheer, fairly iridescent. So I'll pass on it. It's $54, so I will pass on it. But you know, another brand, I've not heard of that brand. Have you tried anything? So another one, this is another one that I passed on. You all know that I live for my Danessa Myricks products. I didn't get this palette. I right away said, no, I'm not getting it. And then I was like, yes, you should totally get it. And then I was like, no, you don't need to get this. Like, truly, I don't, just by looking at it, I don't feel like there is anything in here that I don't have. Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything in here that I don't have somewhere in my collection. You know, I really would like to try these different formulas, but to be honest, the aqua chromes, like, that would be something that I would use maybe as a liquid liner, and I don't do that all that often. I'm not going to be like graphic liner queen, so I probably wouldn't use those all that much. The pressed chrome flakes, I am curious to try that formula, but I did actually go ahead, I'm kind of skipping ahead, but I did get the most recent Trend Mood box, and I think that the Paradise shade is in an individual that comes in that box. So I will be getting something from that palette. Again, maybe if I could snag it on sale, but you know, a lot of these shades, I mean, you've got a blue purple, you've got that like basic green, yellow, kind of that like ambery red shift. You've got a green to like a gold shift. I just feel like we have this in a lot of other brands, and for $125, I just can't do that. I just can't do that right now, and I'm not using my original palette enough. So what I need to do is just enjoy the last palette that Danessa released. If I got this on crazy sale, I would maybe consider it just because I love Danessa so much, but Danessa does not love me enough to buy me makeup, so I shouldn't love her enough to just buy her makeup because I love her. I should buy it because I'm gonna use it. Another holiday launch, MAC. No, MAC, take it back. There is nothing. First of all, these eyeshadow palettes, they're ugly. They're ugly and boring and uninspired. I do like the droplet packaging, the aqua something something packaging. Something of the seas? I don't remember, but it was aqua and it had like that like bubbly like water droplet packaging. I loved that. I loved that so much. I think I still have one of those lipsticks. I really liked that packaging. I hate the bow on here. It's too cutesy. There's nothing else in this whole set that I feel like I need. So no, like it's just a big no to me. It's a big no. Are people out there still buying a lot of MAC? Sorry, I'm hating on MAC, but I'm just like, oh, it just looks like everything that they've ever come out with before. No. So, okay, here is the top 2 offender in the holiday releases. Actually, they might be top 1. They might be top 1, but I feel like it's maybe higher quality. Maybe that's what it is. I'm talking about Tarte. I'm talking about Tarte. Y'all, again, this is one that has like a lot of launches. I am not interested. We have 1, 2, 3 eyeshadow palettes and 2 different cheek palettes. Why do we need so many cheek palettes? Like, that's the thing. There's always like multiples. Like, why can't we just have 1 eyeshadow palette, or even 1 big one, 1 little one, and 1 cheek palette? Also, like, once you've bought 1 cheek palette, do you ever actually really need another one? Probably not. Or maybe like the shades that you use for fall and winter and the shades that you use for spring and summer. You're probably set at that point. Nobody needs a cheek palette. Oh, even another eyeshadow palette. Yep, I used to get sucked into these holiday brushes too, and I don't find them to be that great of quality, so skip it. Skip it all. I'm obviously going to do the same. Okay, so I am excited for Stacey Marie MUA to have another collab. She's obviously doing amazing with these Be Perfect palettes, but like, can we just talk about this for a second? The large one, the XL, is that like the size of a laptop? It's just too much. Who needs a palette that big? Where are you going to put that? I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, I would show you, but I don't want to show you. My vanity right now, there's no room for a real laptop, let alone an eyeshadow palette that's as big as a laptop. Like, I would never use that. I would never use it. I don't even have anywhere to put it. No, but congratulations. Okay, so hopping over to Trend Mood, let's take a look here. So a Beetlejuice collection by Makeup Revolution. Right away already, that means I won't be getting it. I'm kind of like, with that brand. So I have to say, like, looking at that initial picture, I'm like, okay, cute. They did a cute job. I've never tried, I think I've tried one product from Makeup Revolution, and it was a jelly highlighter. I honestly got it because it was on like super, super clearance, and I needed, it was like $1.80, and I needed that to tip me over into the next value for a coupon. You know how that works. It was actually kind of a good product, but it dried up really fast, like most jelly products do. So anyway, enough about my random rambles. Looking at these palettes. So you have 3 eyeshadow palettes and a face palette. Okay, let's take a peek, because the biggest palette is the one that's like got the greens and purples, the teals. I have a feeling some of these shades are going to look the same on the eye. I don't know how good of quality Makeup Revolution is. I understand, you know, the concept of having the like the reddish palette and a more strictly purple palette, and then the big one with purples and the greens, right? Like, 'cause the purples and greens is what we think of when we think of Beetlejuice. The purple palette is going to be more like, it's a small purple palette. It's more for people who are like, what am I going to do with all those greens? And then you have the red palette, which I think could be kind of fun. But I just wish that they would have like condensed it and had it all in one palette. They would have sold less, but really, let's face it, are they really going to sell all that much? There are lipsticks that look really underwhelming. The liners look okay. I don't know, like the packaging is cute. I just won't be buying any of this. So, but here you go. If you love Beetlejuice, it might be worth picking up something. So now let's talk about the Trend Mood box. I would be curious. Did any of you get sucked into the Trend Mood box? I did. So the first thing that they shared was that it was going to be the Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes. So yes, it is the shade Paradise, which is like, that's fine. If I get that, I'm gonna be tickled pink. So you get that one, and then you get the amplifier applicator. I'm really curious to try that. It honestly, it just looks like either like a silicone applicator or almost like a sponge tip applicator, but that's fine. And then you get 2 color fix in Desert Rose and Chocolate. I do have Chocolate already. I really like it, so I'll be able to gift that one to someone. And then Desert Rose is a shade I don't think I have. Now, the other thing that's in here, the Kinship Glycolic Resurfacing Serum, I thought would be really nice. I'll probably try it, but I might even pass it along to Jeremy. He's really been enjoying having an exfoliant, so he benefits so much from me buying all this crap, let's be honest. I did not need a spray hand sanitizer, but it will be nice to have from Touchland. And then you have some more skincare. We have Kopari's new Moisture Whip Ceramide Cream. You know, always love a good moisturizer. Retinol Nightly Renewal Moisturizer. Again, I might pass that along to Jeremy. He's not using any retinol. I use a prescription retinol, so I might let him try that, or maybe we can try it together. And then I was excited about the brow lift from e.l.f. Now, I'll be honest, I bought the Anastasia Brow Freeze a long time ago, and I could probably put that in my will. I mean, it'll be expired, obviously, but it's going to take me a long time to go through that, but I was just too curious. And this was 46 bucks, and then I used the 10% off. So really, you're looking at $42. So that's not bad. That's not bad. You know, when you consider the color fix in there, which I love, and then the Danessa Myricks pressed chrome flakes, and then some of the skincare, I think it's a really good deal. The other thing, I'm crossing my fingers, you know, this came out right around my birthday. So maybe I'm going to have birthday luck and I'll get one of the chrome tickets. Because inside the box, they put 10 tickets inside boxes, and they will get both the Lightworks 3 and 4 palettes. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But for now, I spent 42 bucks to get, you know, a little bit of Danessa love, some other skincare, and I skipped on the $125 palette. Let's talk about this Fenty lipstick case. Can we just for a second? I have not seen a Fenty release in a while that I have been wanting. I mean, we're going from ketchup / lip gloss packets to $500 bling bling lipstick cases. No, I'm so disappointed. Now here, as I'm wearing a Fenty lip gloss, I mean, Fenty, like their Gloss Bomb lip gloss, and I even actually really like the cream cheek products. Like, I've liked a lot of stuff from Fenty in the past, but it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since I've wanted anything from the brand. Oh yay, just what we need, more face palettes. Charlotte Tilbury, here's a release. It looks like there are also 2 or 3 single eyeshadows coming out. I'm not sharing those just because that's boring, but the face palettes They look nice. They look nice. It's not a need. Again, I don't need that. I don't need that. I have decided to pick up possibly one face palette. We'll get to that in a minute, but I definitely don't need this. I will say I do like the look of the warmer one, the warmer, deeper one, but I'm not doing it. I just don't anything. And honestly, I find this packaging to be a little cheap looking with like the colored rhinestones in it. I think that they should have just left it rhinestone free, in my opinion. So I'm passing on that. All the face palettes. Like, if you bought a holiday face palette last year, I would love to know. Have you even come close to hitting pan? If you have, please let me know down below, but I doubt it. All right, let's talk a little bit about lip masks. So we have a new shade of the Tatcha Kisu Lip Mask in Plum Blossom. I have not tried that. We have the new Laneige Lip Mask flavors and also kits. I will not be getting those. Those make my lips peel like crazy, but you do have two new full-size flavors, pumpkin spice and peppermint, and then you have a trio, which is berry, pumpkin spice, and peppermint. And then you have the little minis in berry, gummy bear, mango, vanilla, and mint choco. I don't think that there's anything new in that one. Maybe the mango, I don't know, but I feel like I've heard all those other flavors from maybe last year. Maybe people just love them that much and they're bringing them back. So if you love any of those lip masks, holiday is a great time to get them. Again, great stocking stuffers as well, but I'm gonna be passing. Okay, very quickly, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because everybody's been talking about them and everybody's been reviewing them already. So I do have my eyes set on one of the ambient palettes, the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked collection. So this is definitely a stock for a sale for me though. I would like to get the Tiger palette, and honestly, I think I would get the Tiger palette with the Tiger packaging, which I'm hoping that I can do through Sephora on a sale. I'm also curious because I know that Ulta is carrying Hourglass now, but I don't think that these are going into Ulta. I'm not sure. I have a bunch of Ulta points burning a hole in my pocket. I would definitely spend it on that. I think that this palette looks great. I'm glad to see that they have some for, you know, slightly deeper skin tones. I have not done enough research to see if this works on the deepest of deep skin tones. I do realize that the Tiger palette is probably going to be dark for me in certain ways. I plan on using the finishing powder as like a bronzer. It's the blush colors. It's the blush colors more than anything that I would like to try. And that coppery color looks like it would be a really beautiful color like underneath blush to make it more glowy, or like as like a really sheer wash of eyeshadow. I just love the ambient powders and I would really like to try this one. So that is the face palette that I have my eyes on. Do I need one? No. And that's why I'm kind of willing to stock for a sale, because I would like to either get it with points if it does end up going to Ulta, or I would like to get it on sale if it is at Sephora still when the sale comes up. I don't need to get it at full price because I don't need to get it at all. Okay, so I always like to round off, if I can, I like to talk about a luxury product that I have my eyes on that I won't be getting, but let's talk about this Besame and Disney Villains collection. First of all, Disney is like throwing out collabs left and right. It's sort of getting to be a little overwhelming, but this Besame collection. Okay, let's just break down what's in this. You've probably already heard this because I'm not exactly hot to the presses on this one. The Ursula Metal Compact. It is so pretty. It's so pretty. Like if it came and you could make it into a locket, I would consider it. No, actually I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider it because it's freaking $225. But like, it's so pretty. But once you are done applying that product, it sits, you know? I mean, I guess if you had it out on your vanity, what I really need to do is clean up my vanity. And then maybe I could set out some cute things. But it is very, very pretty. It does come with this like gold shimmering cream product in it, but Besame does say that you can use it with any of the powder refills. So that's kind of nice, but it's $225. I won't be getting it. Here's the other thing, the Maleficent Ring. It's $129 and it's a solid perfume inside. However, it's in a ring. How much solid perfume do you think you can fit into a ring? Even a Big Daddy ring like this one is. The ring is not cute, in my opinion. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like anything special. It's a custom cast replica of the ring worn by the evil fairy. So it is black rose fragrance. The top notes are grapefruit and orange flower. The mid is rosebud and black rose, and the base is Buddha wood and vetiver. But it's $125 for for a big ring with a tiny bit of solid perfume in it. I cannot. I cannot. I would, you know, if you forced me to, I would splurge on the Ursula Compact over that. And also, can we just talk about this eyeshadow palette? So it's a 12 pan. It does look like fairly big pans, but it's hard to tell. 12 pan eyeshadow for $115. I just can't imagine Besame. I'm sorry, I just don't think of like amazing high-tech formulas when I think of Besame when it comes to eyeshadows. I think of their like powders, like their complexion and lip products. So anyway, I guess Ursula's Compact is gonna be what I'm left drooling over. To me, a $225 compact is luxury. It might not be to you, but it is to me. So that is gonna be what we rounded off on. I'm not even stalking for that one. That one's just going in my little beauty dreams bank, whatever that is. Okay, I just wanted to sit down and chat with you about some new makeup releases. It's been a while and I wanted to give you all my thoughts, and maybe you were curious about what I was planning on picking up, but I am also curious about what you are planning on picking up or what you're going to skip on. So let me know in the comments down below, lovelies, and I will see you really soon.